What's going on, Pisces? And welcome to my channel, Alchemist. Justin here, and I hope you're having an exceptional month so far. It's that time of the month there, Pisces. But before we get into that, for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. For a second, it's like, oh, did I turn my mic on? Your support really is just amazing, Pisces. And it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy How Yourself has brought you here. We are in for an amazing journey. And let me tell you why, Pisces, because it is Celestial News Monthly. I was going to say, I got to work on the timing of that a little bit, Pisces, but look, fireworks. Because this is what I've been missing for that intro. I needed something big, so now, oh no, never mind, Pisces. But with this monthly spread, whenever the sun moves into a new sign, we're going to talk about where the planets are at and how we can work with them energies. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one. So take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me, and never force reading on the situation, okay? So with all that being said there, Pisces, let's jump into it. Your space has been cleansed. Crystals, feeling lovely. Oh, just wonderful energy all around, Pisces. Now, I have zodiac cards, oracle cards here with the signs that the sun and the planets are in. I'm going to pull an oracle card for each one of them from this deck, and then we will get some details with the tarot. But before we jump into this thing, Pisces, these readings that I do, they're not gender specific readings, so apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situations, okay? Oh. Oh, look at you, Pisces. Well, duh. We'll get into that in a second, Pisces. But also, in case, excuse me, if, or, oh, and, in case if y'all were curious, this is what happens when I go off script, Pisces. The decks that I'm working with, I've included links to them down in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're interested. But also down below some links for some other readers that I like watching, Pisces, so check them out. They really bring some great insights. I think you'd enjoy them. But also down below is a link for an astrologer that I like watching, Pisces, so check her out. And I got some apps down there for you. Just the description box is just loaded. You can have a little light reading while you're watching these videos, Pisces. But before we get into this first energy here, let's talk about this big birthday bash that Capstorm for their sign, because you have the sun that's entering Capricorn. Mercury's going to be doing their retrograde two-step. Well, Mercury's about to do a lot. So I'm going to talk about Mercury when in Sagittarius, because depending on when you're watching this, actually, Mercury just went retrograde a couple of days ago. So how you holding in there, Pisces? And then you have Mars that's entering Capricorn, and then Pluto. This is the last season that Pluto's going to be in Capricorn until he enters Aquarius in Aquarius season, which is some auspicious timing there, Pisces. But I want to say he may retrograde back in Capricorn maybe one more time. I have to double check on that. But let's talk about the sun, Pisces, because the sun's going to enter into Capricorn on the 21st of December, and that will be around 10:27 p.m. Eastern time, and will be there through the 20th of January. And with this, Pisces, this is really great for setting and achieving long-term goals, because Capricorn is about that, with them being Saturn ruled, they are about that long-term game. They are very ambitious, very structured, very ones that really are set on achievement. So this is one for really accomplishing our goals there, Pisces. You may feel a strong drive towards your professional endeavors, a heightened sense of responsibility, and a willingness to take on leadership roles. And I feel like this one could be really strong for you, Pisces, as well, because you and Virgo, so far with where the energies are at, have the most kind of aspects that are kind of going, most energies that are going on, at least during this season. And then to couple that, Saturn, Capricorn's ruler, is in your sign and will be there for the next 3 years. So you have this sort of double sort of like Saturn type of energy that you can tap into in a sense. So, but I feel like with all this hard work and energy that you work with, Pisces, you want to be make sure that you're balancing your work in your professional life, because Capricorn is one that'll work themselves to the ground. And what's the point of doing that and being so exhausted that you can't enjoy the fruits of your labor there, Pisces? And then with Mars, Mars is going to enter on the 4th of January. And this is a dope place for Mars because after Aries and Scorpio, the signs that he rules, Mars is exalted in Capricorn. So, yeah, he really thrives in this energy. And you may find yourself more adept at managing your schedules, prioritizing tasks, and really maximizing productivity. Just a very efficient energy there, Pisces. And you may feel. There may be a heightened sense to excel in one's career as well because like I was saying, Capricorn deals with that. It's a little different from like your job because that's more so kind of in Virgo's realm where you talk about that day-to-day job. Capricorn really is about that yeah, that your careers in a sense they're associated with the 10th house, which depending on which house system you use is going to be your midheaven, the highest point of your chart. And where's yours at, Pisces? Mine's in Taurus, actually. And then this also can be a very rewarding time for diligently pursuing our goals. It's very kind of Ten of Pentacles energies that I feel like we're in with all this Earth that's going on here right now, Pisces. So definitely work with us. And then you got that little nugget Pluto in Capricorn that's going on there. And with Pluto in Capricorn, Pluto over this time has really kind of changed things up. Pluto brings things to light, being the modern ruler of Scorpio. Brings about transformation. It is this sort of this destructive energy in a sense, and not that like he's just going down just wreaking havoc. He's destroying foundations that are no longer serving a purpose there. And with these outer planets, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, your other ruler, and Pluto, they can affect us on a personal level, but I feel it's more so when they form aspects with our signs. I'm actually going through a Pluto thing right now. He's hitting a couple of my placements. Well, actually, just got done hit my Chiron. Has been messing with my moon placements, doing a lot, and but more so these outer planets affect us on a global kind of level there, Pisces, because even when you look at them in your chart, these are more kind of, they have these generational signs because they happen to be in planets for so long, and most of the time they're retrograde like half the year. So they, outer planets like taking their time. But with this energy that has been going on here with Pluto and Cap, we've become, I feel like, more ambitious, more kind of resourceful and determined to achieve our goals. More people have become like entrepreneurs. The whole job scene has changed, and part of that's with Uranus as well. But this has led shift to, like, in the global economy, has exposed weaknesses in existing financial structures and economic reevaluations. And I feel like things are just going to keep kind of kicking off there. Pluto does, for, and I know they don't consider him a planet anymore, but we're not here to discuss that. But for a little planet there, he really does pack a massive punch. So just something to pay attention to with that, Pisces. And depending on where your Pisces placements are at, these are going to be forming sextiles with your sign, which sextiles are opportunities, and it's whether you take the advantage of this opportunity or you don't. They're kind of like, remind me of like the aces, like my seed cards. And so I feel with you forming aspects with such an accomplished, one that's geared towards success like Capricorn, you really can create, I feel like, a lot of your own kind of opportunities as well there, Pisces. And I wanted to say, I read where when it comes to how those kind of aspects kind of line up when they're between the water and the earth energies, these are opportunities that you create there, Pisces. So a little something to think about. But let's go ahead and get into your first card here, which absolutely you are, Pisces, because you got the divine guidance here. And I feel that you paying attention to those higher energies is one that just comes naturally to you, Pisces. And I feel it's one that if you don't feel that intuitive connection with those universal energies, then you've been in a great energy with Neptune being in your sign. You know what? You're the first one. Yeah. Yep, you're the first one that kind of would flow. We're gonna switch this around a little bit, Pisces. Talk about your energy next. I feel like I'm gonna be doing this for the next couple years, but with excuse me, but with this divine guidance, Neptune has been in your sign over the last what, maybe 12 years or so. I want to say Neptune spends about 14 years in a sign at a time, and with that type of energy, that really does open the veil for you to listen to those intuitive insights, whether they be through ideas, maybe they be through maybe you've been getting downloads from your dreams possibly, or maybe even in some sort of creative endeavors and things. So I feel that the more that you listen to and trust that intuition, Pisces, because you're a very psychic, very spiritual sign, you know, being associated with the 12th house, the biggest house, to have Jupiter and Neptune. You know, some people say Jupiter is your ruler, some say Neptune. I think you're fantastic enough to have two there, Pisces. And it's a special energy, I feel like, when you have those two type of, you know, because it's you, Scorpio, and Aquarius that have those two placements that, yeah, I feel like this is very giving me kind of like this high priestess type of energy. But let me get some tarot on this, Pisces, and get some details with this, with your divine guidance here. Let's go speak to the divine. Go, Pisces. Oh, let's see what's going on here. All right, Pisces. So you have the Two of Wands, the Two of Swords, the Four of Swords, and then the Six of Cups here. And, that's fascinating. So the thing that's popping, that I'm getting from the Six of Cups here, Pisces, is this past life energy. I feel like that's going on there, because you know you are the last sign of the zodiac. You've gone through the whole experience here, and I feel like for some it's like calling upon this sort of this past life energy, or even this, I know we're going to get a little mystical there, Pisces, but you're being divinely guided right now. And this, I feel like, even I'm getting this energy of kind of looking into your lineage, into a sense, you know, kind of maybe if you have a chance, kind of, if you're if maybe you have some like maybe some elders or things in your family that you can speak with, kind of ask about some sort of like maybe like old rituals and things like that, some stories here. But you know, I feel that with the Four of Swords here too, Pisces, in order to get that, to really be able to access that divine energy, you know, that real powerful intuition, there is this energy. Make sure we're getting enough rest with this, because yours is one that you are very sensitive to the energies and you absorb a lot of that. I'm not, you know, water signs, it's, we have to be, all signs have to be mindful of this, but water absorbs a lot of energies around us, just because we are so in touch with our emotions and the emotions of others around. My sun signs in Cancer, and I feel that it's like with this Two of Swords here, there's usually this blindfold that's over this person's eyes, and that's where I feel like this is the energies are trying to get you at, to think of, to to there's always a balance when it comes to that logic and that those type of emotions there, but I feel like it's having this more sort of trust in what you don't see there, Pisces, and more so kind of doing more kind of action, in a sense, like when something, when you feel this tug towards something, to yeah, just to see where it goes, you get this idea, to be kind of curious about these sort of like otherworldly type of energies. And I am getting again this sense of like, because yours is one, I feel like it's a very dreamy energy too. So I feel like if you have been very vivid dreams, or have these recurring dreams or something like that, Pisces, to document this type of stuff here. And because I feel this is because the twos. One more thing, Pisces, because these twos, you know, they're energies of choices, and I feel there are going to be some things where we're going to need to make some quicker type of energies, and really just, I don't know, like I'm just gonna keep snapping at you, Pisces. It's like this. I feel like there are gonna be moments where you're gonna need to trust your gut in that spirit, because the Six of Cups can be a card of sharing too, and I feel that there's going to be a lot of sharing between you and your higher selves here. So, and in your spirit guides or your angels, however you connect with Source there, Pisces. If you don't know how you connect with Source, start doing some meditation, start doing however that, like, just explore yourself some more. But I think I'm going to leave that there, Pisces. A little something to think about. Now let's talk about this. Let's talk about your energy. because you have Saturn that's in your sign and Neptune that's in your sign, and I like that Saturn's in your sign, because Saturn's going to be there until the 25th of May 2025. So you got some time with the Taskmaster here, but with Saturn, this can encourage us to apply our intuitive insights more practically in making them more useful, utilizing those psychic gifts that you have. I'll tell you what, my my excuse me, my mom has a Pisces moon, and she's always been, and you would it's she would always say she never could explain it, but she would just know things. Like, she could, like, it was kind of weird, almost like she, like, read your mind in a sense, or just kind of just knew about stuff, or stuff would just be revealed. And I mean, just with everyone. And, looking at her chart, I mean, she's got a Gemini with a Pisces moon, and it's just like all that duality. But yeah, Pisces is one that is just like, it's really, I feel like, even some of the Pisces that I've met, I feel like there's not, it can just be tapped into more so in a sense, but I feel there are a lot of there's so much stimuli now. And I remember looking at this young kid's chart, like maybe in high school, I mean, just Pisces just loaded in his chart, just wow, like profit. But it's really powerful energy that you have there, Pisces. So really kind of learning more about these energies and figuring out these signs will really pay off. And with Saturn too, this really does provide a more really supports a more structured approach towards spiritual practices and inner growth, meditation. Maybe we're working with crystals, maybe we're doing maybe Reiki, maybe we're doing dream work, whatever that's looking like. But I find you getting in more of that space. I feel like just pay attention to how that growth, because I feel like we're in a really kind of, I feel, heightened, or the awareness is trying to heighten there, Pisces. So we're getting into a different time here. So, and then you have your ruler Neptune, that'll be in your sign until the 30th of March 2025. And this brings a greater sensitivity to the spiritual and metaphysical realms there, Pisces. So look at you. And I feel that a great way to access that, Pisces, would be through various forms of creation, which Neptune brings, because Neptune is the higher octave of Venus, which Venus is a very artistic energy. And so when you get into Neptune, I mean, you're literally just plugged into source there, Pisces. It's, even when you think about, like, like when you think 12th house stuff, Pisces stuff, it really is that kind of larger than life type of energies there, So, express yourself, Pisces. I feel like a lot of cool stuff can really come from that. And depending on where your placements are at, this is forming a conjunction with your sign, which conjunctions are the most powerful blend of energies because they're happening within such a close degree of your natal placements. And so it's like, as you're feeling that, especially that like Saturn influence, because Saturn just started going back direct again, is going to be moving through the signs there. But Neptune's pretty far along. I want to say she's at like the 24th degree. But yeah, you'll be taking on that Neptunian and that Saturn type of influence. So it's just like what we do with that energy is going to be key there, Pisces. Now let's get an oracle on this and get some more energies here. Nice, Pisces. I support that. Let's do this. Look at this divine guidance is leading you to there. A whole rebirth. And so, Pisces, I feel this is this season for you. Because again, Capricorn is thinking about that long-term change. What things do we need to let go in order to embody this rebirth? This is like judgment energy. I feel like that's coming through here, which is Pluto energy. And I feel that this can really be, just a great opportunity for you to start, because your energy, just thinking about your opposite sign, Virgo, because we can learn a lot from our opposite signs. Where Virgo is, meant to learn from you how to kind of detach from this material world and kind of find that balance between the divine and the mystical. Yours is meant to how do you take that mystical energy and incorporate it in the day, you know, all that fantastic energy, incorporate it in sort of the mundane routine everyday type of energy that Virgo brings, you know. And then I feel that finding that balance there can lead to a lot of just like significant growth there, a stronger connection with yourself. I'm even getting like a lover's type of energy. There's always like my card of like your higher self kind of winking at you in a sense, and you really kind of being in this groove with your spirits. But let me get some let's get some tarot on this rebirth there, Pisces. Ooh, that one jumped interesting. Alright, Pisces, let's see what's going on here. Dope. She's been going around quite a bit there. I love. See, Pisces. Oh, see, Pisces, look at that. The divine guidance, because you talk about the lovers, and here's the lovers here, Pisces. Higher self is winking at you. Love that. Love the spirits do that. So you have the lovers, my girl, the Empress. And well, there are two Empresses in this deck, Pisces. This is baby Empress here. And there's a baby one, and then there's a wise Empress there. And then the Chariot, Pisces. And then, oh, and the Fool. Look at all, now the major arcans are cooking there, Pisces. And then you have the Two of Cups, and then the Three of Wands here. And where are we starting? Let's start with the Lovers, Pisces, because you know, the Lover's card can also be a choice card here. And you do have a lot of, you know, you're racking up twos here. We got some decisions that are going to be making as far as like, and even the Fool. Where are we going to go to next? I feel like we're getting ready to start a brand new beginning there. It's almost like, even with this Chariot, I feel like this is a card of momentum, you know, as far as like your path. I feel like things are going to start veering in a different direction there. Like as you start getting more in touch with this divine energy, there's this excitement that's coming through with this Queen of Wands. She has this unrestrained sort of, I mean, at a higher vibration. It's this, she pursues her passions knowing that she's going to find a way, that she is divinely guided. And she's like, she's listening with her heart, you know, trusting her where what her feelings are going. She has a sunflower in her hand. She follow wherever the flowers are at, she knows that's where the sun's at. And I feel that this is like the beginning stages of you really coming into this abundant energy. And but the Empress is not just about just receiving all this abundance. The Empress is a hard worker. She's the one that she creates all this abundance for herself, you know? And she wants to surround herself with beauty and security and forming these, and then form these relationships to spread that beauty around there and raise that vibration there. And that's why I feel like we're kind of at this early stage there. This Empress is just beginning to blossom there, Pisces. And so this is what's getting ready to go on with you right now. And I feel that it's with the Two of Cups here, huh, which is Venus and Cancer, because you got Venus and you got Cancer here. With this Two of Cups, I feel that it is nurturing that relationship with yourself as well. Because Pisces energy is one too, and 12th house energy is one that does need some time alone to get to connect with Source. I'll tell you what, Pisces, these, because I have my Mercury, and then Chiron and like South Node are all in the 12th house. I don't want to say Vesta there. That's one of the asteroids, but yeah, I have a little bit there in the. I have a couple personal planets in the 12th house, and I need to do. I make it a point to either we're meditating or at least we're doing some sort of reading, something to stay plugged in, because I notice when I'm not, it's visibly different, like how I operate, and it almost feels like that. Like there's almost like this, like, oh, I've been. It's almost like how your phone, it starts running on E when you're unplugged from source too long. So Pay attention to that, Pisces, and I feel like this is going to change you and change the direction that your life is going in and the trajectory. So I'm with that. So with that, I love that the lovers popped up. That's dope. All right, Pisces. Now let's get into this. Oh yeah, let's get into Sag energy, because we got Mercury that's going to be going, because Mercury's in the going to be retrograding between two signs from Capricorn back into Sagittarius. It's going to be like a hybrid retrograde there. And then you have the Empress, that's going to be Venus, that's going to be entering Sagittarius as well. Now, Mercury is going to retrograde back into Sagittarius on the 23rd of December and will be there through, or it will be retrograde up until the beginning of the year. So that's dope, the 1st of January. And now Mercury retrograde just in Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius, like more specifically, kind of it there may be a stronger inclination to kind of reflect on beliefs of kind of bigger questions in life, like these energies of source. This how we want to rebirth, or yeah, how our rebirth is going. You know, where we're trying to, what is our purpose on this journey here? What are we meant to learn? And you know, what does our soul need to experience in order to, you know, to grow more there, Pisces? Those kind of larger Sagittarian type of life questions there, because they're all about that energy of expansion and that higher mind, because they're being Jupiter ruled. And remember, you're ruled by Jupiter as well, so that expansion applies to you, that learning energy as well. And more kind of like just in retrograde in general, Mercury retrograde. Retrogrades are just a time of reflection where things slow down, and it's like we analyze how we're working with the energies. And it's not to say that you still can't accomplish things while you're doing these retrogrades, but it's a time of just kind of like getting in that sort of that planning phase there, and just kind of processing what your next move going to be. And I like that all of this is happening towards the end of the year, because I feel like this or you know, like the end of the calendar year, because this we're already kind of in that reflective space anyway. So now it's like the energies are supporting that, and then once we get to that beginning of the, you know, of the new calendar year, then bam, you know, it's off to the races. But this, like, Mercury retrogrades can lead to delays in mail, whether that be physical or even like emails there. So we want to double check that, checking what we're sending, you know, before we hit that send button, because there's a chance for miscommunications or misunderstandings. And also too, because both Mercury and Sagittarius deal with travel, you want to double check your travel plans and be prepared for any sort of potential delays or changes there, Pisces. And then when they move back into Capricorn, it will be on the 13th of January. And then this will get us back into that sort of like hard-working, future-oriented type of Capricorn type of energy. You reflect on these bigger things in Sagittarius. Now, what do we want to ground from that and, you know, build off of that? They really kind of start manifesting. And then you have Venus that's going to enter Sagittarius on the 29th of December. And there may be a desire for bringing more excitement and new experiences into our relation, in all aspects of our relationship, whether this be love or familial, friends. Because Sagittarius is that they have that optimism, because there's always so much to experience. There's so much to learn in this realm here. They're the adventurers of the zodiac, and I feel like that's how they stay so inspired and even attract this abundance, because they go looking for those experiences. They become fortunate and rich, and again, you know, this part with that Jupiter energy, you're tied in with that. But also too, this can influence how you approach your love and relationships, because with that optimistic type of energy there, it can foster this sense of hope and possibility. So if we've even been wanting to, let's say we had a rift with some people, maybe some past things here, we can try to mend those things there, Pisces. And also, this is a great favorable energy for a favorable energy that involves, for relationships that involve travel there, Pisces. I'm going to be able to talk at you in a minute. And So this could be really great for networking or just connecting with friends that maybe we've kind of been split apart there. Maybe we could all meet, can we kind of converge somewhere to kind of have some sort of reunion there, Pisces. And then depending on where your Pisces placements are at, this is forming a square with your sign, which squares kind of keep us adaptable because it's usually forces outside of our control have forced us to take a new action or a new type of approach there, to be like, all right, you have a tire that goes flat, and then you go to take it into the shop and it turns out your whole underside's messed up, so then you're going to be out, your car's going to be out for a couple weeks, and then you got to figure out, does it make more sense, do I lift or do I take public transportation, just kind of shows you that you, even in times of crisis, that however tower moments come your way, that you can always adapt and that you can always bring change whenever you need to there, Pisces. But let's get an oracle on this and see what else is coming through there. Oh, look at this, Pisces. Thank you. So you have the growth of energy, and I like that that popped up on Sagittarius because, see, we've been divinely guided. You're going through this rebirth, and now your energy's growing. You're in your incubation period right now there, Pisces, and I feel that it's like as you grow, that full energy, what do you want to do with this, where do you see this, where do you see your life going, where are your guides trying to lead you, and are you trusting in that energy there. And I just feel that this can really be one of this sort of, maybe we even, with the chariot, this can be, a card of travel in a sense. Maybe we're thinking about going on some sort of retreat, possibly even maybe some sort of yoga retreat, or maybe we're doing something with like a, spiritual retreat. Maybe you're going on some sort of, oh, what was I gonna, what's the word I'm blinking of, like a, not a sabbatical, but maybe you're gonna take some time, go find to do like an eat pray love type of thing, Pisces. I'm with it. But no, I do feel that this is an energy here of you really kind of coming into, this new year type of new you type of energy there, Pisces. And I mean, with your birthday season being a couple of months, well, not a couple of months, like a few months away, this is the time to think about how do you want to grow into your higher self, reflecting on these energies over this past year, and where could we have done better. Were there some opportunities that we let pass by here with the Fool, or whatever that may be looking like there, Pisces. But let me get some tarot on this and get some details. All right, Pisces. Here's Capricorn. All right, Pisces. So you have the Two of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, the Seven of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and then the Devil here, Cap. Where are we starting? Because that Nine of Swords, you know, what I was getting when that Nine of Swords first popped up there, Pisces, was there's like this anxiety towards this change, or maybe there's something here where I feel like with Seven of Cups, maybe there are a few, maybe not even a few, maybe there are several directions that we want to go with our lives here, but we're not sure which one that we want to go into. Where, because part of this Devil energy that I'm getting is that more kind of Capricorn side, in a sense of like, it's like this, because Capricorn is not, I feel like it's not a sign that just jumps into something. They need to know that that it's going to yield this type of results. I feel like I don't know, it's not impossible, but I feel like doing them being in that Queen of Wands energy is just a little bit tougher as far as like to just kind of trust, you know, and kind of go for this thing. But I do feel too that there's something here that is getting in the way of this, of your growth there, Pisces, with this devil here. Even the Seven of Cups can be this sort of like lost in these illusions, in a sense, so things appearing how they not being as they seem here, Pisces. And so, because the Seven of Cups can sometimes be my prelude to a devil moment in here, and that fact that we got the prelude and the whole song here, it's, I feel like it's paying attention to where things have gotten out of balance here, and what needs to change. And the Queen of Cups, very healing energy that comes through there. This is one, for me, this is one of Cancer's cards, and you got Cancer here, and we were talking about that even with like the Empress, you know, both of them very nurturing energies that come through. And I feel there's some healing that's needed in order that'll kind of trigger this growth of energy here, this rebirth. And even the Six of Cups, there may be some sort of past energy that's coming through there, something that I feel like is just affecting the vibration there, Pisces, kind of lowering things. And you know, where we all make, you know, we all make mistakes every now and again, Pisces. Is just part of this human experience. But I do feel we want to be aware of is repeating, you know, that same mistake once we get eyes on some things, and acknowledging that there's still, and being, oh, and Pisces, you got all three, you got all four of the twos. And keep in mind too, there are, in this deck, there are two Empresses and there are two of Cups. And the fact that you have all these twos, I feel like choices are going to be a very big, and you got the Lovers. Choices are going to be very big for you, I feel like, over this season, you know, and that's not to get you scared, get you worried, get you anxious. It's just to bring awareness and to be mindful of that our thoughts become things, you know, and to know that every choice that we make has consequences, whether they be positive or negative. Just it's going to depend on what kind of vibration you're in there, Pisces. So yeah, the Fool is even giving me this, just be careful of what you just, and again, we're not like, I'm not like, it's not like a warning or anything, in a sense, like more so just like a be mindful of the things that you jump into, in a sense. So all right, Pisces, I think I'm gonna leave that there. And no, too, with the Queen of Cups, because Cancer is a sign of experiential wisdom. Sometimes we just kind of gotta, we just sort of gotta go through it. People may tell us like, oh no, Cancer, you know, blah blah, you know, but it's like, oh, you'll see. We have to feel it, feel it to understand it. But she is one that values all of her experiences because they've made her the strong, intuitive that she is. You know, that's kind of before you here, Pisces, and so I feel there is too that not worrying about Nine of Swords, in a sense of like, that have we made the right choice. It's what we do with that after we've made that choice, you know, and kind of seeing how things pan out. Where do we go from there, you know? Because once something has been executed, you can't take it back, you know. But what we can do is just adapt and move forward and grow, because the past does not define you. What you do in the present does. So I dig it. Now let's talk about, let's hydrate, Pisces. I want to talk about some choices here, and let's talk about Taurus, because Big Papa, your other ruler, is going to be going direct finally, and I feel like that's going to bring a lot of lighter energy after this year that we've been having so far here, Pisces, with all these energy shifts and whatnots. And then you got Uranus, the Fool, that's still going to be retrograde in just a little bit longer. But Big Papa's going to be in, now that he's done, or he'll be going direct on the 30th of December, and then will be in Taurus until the 25th of May 2024. And this encourages a steady and a measured approach to achieving our goals. This is very Ten of Pentacles, similar like this Capricorn energy, because now that Taurian energy is slowing down the abundance, and it's like not slowing down the abundance. It's instead of just there being just this massive overflow, Taurus likes, that energy of security, and it's going to, we're thinking about how do we keep that abundance going indefinitely. We just don't want just like these big bursts there. We want that kind of that steady stream there, that we can just kind of coast through things and just kind of relax. But it's also too can bring opportunities for financial growth and increase in material well-being, and is great for investing, saving, and just long-term planning there, Pisces. So yeah, definitely work with that energy. And then you have Uranus. That's going to be retrograde until the 27th of January. And this energy really encourages us to kind of revisit and potentially revise our core beliefs and attitudes towards wealth, possessions, and what you truly value, because where I feel Uranus is a sign of freedom, or sign is one of the aspects of that planet is freedom, and I feel like this being in Taurus is trying to find freedom, areas where we can, like that financial freedom in a sense, or that where we're not worried about just any areas that we're feeling insecure, and how do we get free from those constraints that may be being put upon us there. Uranus forces us to become innovative, needing to think outside of the box, destroy it, and build a rocket ship. It's just that type of energy, that this wild card that Uranus kind of brings there. So yeah, definitely been an interesting, because he's been in Taurus for like the last 5 years. He spends about 7 years in a sign at a time. And then like with Capricorn, this is forming a sextile with your sign. So a lot of opportunities that are coming through with these both these earth signs, these builders that you have on either side of you there, Pisces. So that's really dope. Now let's get to your last oracle card here. Perfect. Love it, Pisces. And interesting, Sag's got both of these cards too. They got that growth of energy. Wait, I think they got that growth of energy. That might have been a different sign, but they for sure got this one, which is the learn the truth there, Pisces. And I feel with this learning the truth, you know, with this divine guidance, rebirth, growth, I feel like you're learning just more truths about yourself there, Pisces. This gives me this just, I feel like as you begin to kind of learn yourself a little bit more, kind of explore those, I feel even kind of like for some, we might even be kind of doing some sort of like healing here with this Six of Cups, because that can be dealing with the past. It doesn't necessarily have to be like, sort of like childhood healing, or inner child thing, but definitely some sort of shadow work I feel is coming through here with the Six of Cups. And even thinking with the Six of Cups here, Pisces, this is the Sun in Scorpio. And Scorpio reveals those darker things, those things, brings things from the dark into the light. And so I feel maybe even for some that there may be some, as you begin to reflect on just some sort of either like some past experiences, or Pisces, who knows, you might even get, with how powerful of intuitive energy you have, maybe this could even be doing some sort of like some past life recollection in a sense, however that might be looking. Maybe you might book a reading with like someone who does like works with like the Akashic records and things. I actually just met someone not too long ago that was talking about that. I found that a little fascinating. But yeah, I feel there is this sort of, and owls are these signs of wisdom, and I feel like it's that seeing because I remember reading something where it's like owls are the eagles of the night, and they can see and they have this clear vision in this absolute darkness. And I feel like it's you seeing into that other realm there, Pisces, and just learning just some more, just some deeper things about yourself. And listen, I know with this energy there that this can be a little strange. There maybe it could be a little overwhelming for some, or even something that just makes you uncomfortable. But I feel like as you begin to learn this thing, Pisces, and again, we're not forcing this, Pisces, but I don't know, there's just a deeper understanding about yourself that maybe something we've been taught to be afraid of, or whatever that may be looking like, and kind of just viewing this from a different standpoint there. But let's get your last tarot cards on this and see what's going on with this energy. All right, Pisces. Oh, and look at that. Here's hubby, and I like that he showed up. Hold on, because you have. Okay, no, but that's everything. So you have the King of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, the King of Cups, one of your cards for me, Pisces. And then here's one of your rulers. Here's Neptune. And let's switch back over here, Pisces. Oh, Neptune, the hanged man there, Pisces. But, Pisces, I feel that with this hanged man being here, the hanged man is this epiphany type of energy, this seeing things from a different perspective. And I feel like as you begin to go on this challenge here, I feel this growth. I feel this growth is going to take, once you start learning these truths about yourself, there's this energy that's like, I feel like there's this excitement here that's coming with this Knight of Swords energy, that it's just things are going to move a lot faster, I feel like, than you realize, in a sense. As you start making these things, like things start manifesting, this thought process sort of change there. Because the Knight of Swords, for me, the knights are the fixed signs, and the fixed signs are those kind of driving forces that once the cardinal energy starts something, they sustain that. And I feel that it's like this Knight of Swords energy for some. It's like we've been maybe following a certain way of thinking, and now that energy is getting ready to change, in a sense. And this may kind of shake your foundation a little bit, but I feel like once the energies recalibrate, then this going to bring this new sense of abundance here. This is going to enrich your life in a really sort of really unique way there. And I feel this King of Cups is that you just coming into this sort of a more intuitive emotional wisdom, because now we're meeting ourselves on a deeper level there, Pisces, and opening our minds up to different things. And I feel like the Knight of Swords is facing those challenges head on with this. He's got this fearlessness when once he's so once his mind is set on something, he's that determination. And And I feel too, Pisces, this really does just make you like this expert teacher as well. And I even feel for some that there could be where we might want to, or maybe think about taking what we've learned and then spreading this truth, in a sense, like this kind of leading this. And just picturing just like a really, just a, you, because yours is a sign of service too. Like how you're like your opposite sign, Virgo. Both of you are, signs of service. And I feel like, the King of Cups does have this unconditional love for all, but he is wise enough to know too that he does need to have these boundaries between others as well. You know, that there's that give reciprocity, and just for some, just something I feel with, especially with Neptune being here, be mindful of that. But as I'm even talking about that Neptune energy, you know, Neptune dissolves things, and I feel like that's you kind of dissolving this barrier. I like that between you and, again, you and Source, and really just kind of peering back behind the curtain there, and just getting those fish into this in sync and lovely dance there, Pisces. So I think and last little thing there while I'm thinking about that, I feel for some, considering that you got these divine counterparts, King and Queen of Cups, that there could be this energy here of coming into this love type of relationship where the King and Queen of Cups, I really like their relationship because there's this one that they meet each other with this emotional depth that's really nice, and that could be something where you have someone who really does, you know, meet someone because you got the lover two of cups, you know, King and Queen of Cups. So that's another thing too there, Pisces, and we might even have some options there, Pisces. So that's something even to consider. But just even to just more on a more you embodying that King and Queen of Cups type of energy, because those two are the strongest intuitives of the court cards. As far as the other, the intuition is just off the charts, and so I feel you get those energies in balance. There's nothing you can't do, Pisces. But I think I'm gonna leave that there. So a little something to meditate on. But if you like that, Pisces, if anything resonated with you, give it a thumbs up and share this, Pisces, because I feel that this is. Oh wait, hold on, Pisces. I forgot to do the thing. Bam. And share this, Pisces, if you know, because I do. I feel like Pisces is one that, at least from the Pisces that I know, you know, it's not that they are really intuitive, but I feel like it's like they can be taken to that next level. Even like I'm just thinking about even just like Pisces, you know, sun, moons, risings, and and the occasional. I think I've only met one person so far with their chart that has Venus in Pisces, and that's a very lovely placement, very very lovely placement for them, because the Empress sidebar Venus is exalted in your sign there, Pisces. She really loves being in your energy, which I feel like is lovely. And then subscribe there, King, Queen of Cups. Hit that bell button to get notified on all these videos each week. And then last little bit, look at you getting the hottest ticket to come over to my other channel and the lovely Queen of Cups there. Not that you need any of them. But if you have any Cancer in your placement there, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, come on over to the Charity and Friends. I do videos Monday through Friday there. We discuss lunar shenanigans, and it's a good old time. And sidebar too, our ruler, the moon, likes kicking it in your sign too. That's a very dreamy placement for the moon. And all that housekeeping is down in the description box below. But let me get your surprise card here, Pisces. Ooh, so I can get you out of here. Look at who showed up, wifey. You got the Queen of Pentacles here, Pisces, and how fascinating these two divine counterparts here. And there's been a little bit of that going around. I think only one sign hasn't gotten like some sort of divine counter. That might have been Sagittarius, but yeah, the rest of the, and I'm not kidding, the rest of the signs have had divine counterparts coming through their, Pisces. And I feel part of that too is with Venus being, you know, when this is coming out, Venus is still in Scorpio for a while. So I feel like a lot of unions are being formed here. But with the King and Queen of Pentacles, they are this, they're the power couple. You know, they bring about this level of security and stability in their relationships. And so I feel that this can be one too, Pisces. I feel like as you're starting to grow and starting to learn about yourselves, that you start meeting start connecting with people who have this sort of, bring this different level of security, that bring this reciprocity, that brings this balance, this push, this growth in a sense there. And the Queen of Pentacles too, she's a very resourceful queen, and I feel like this is you. I feel like it's tapping into different resources in order to learn these things about yourself. Try these different practices. Maybe you start, you know, doing some research into maybe tarot possibly, or maybe think about doing some scrying or some meditation, again, some crystal work. whatever that's looking like, Pisces, or even just like getting into some more and making time to create their Pisces, because I feel you are a very creative sign. You are probably one of my in my top. You're definitely in my top five as far as like the most. I feel like as far as like creative signs. So be thinking about that, Pisces. You got a lot of tools at your disposal here, but let me get your other oracle card here, so I can get you out of here. And keep in mind too, Pisces, I'm just thinking I always give you flack for being the moon card in the tarot. But I mean, I think you make more sense as the high priestess, because that's neither here nor there. But, you know, the moon deals with our intuition, you know, and yeah, just, let me see what you got there, Pisces. Ooh, and I dig that, Pisces. You have all that glitters here. And I feel this is the abundance. Look at you sitting on this stack of abundance here, this baby empress. I feel this is the abundance that you're sitting on there, Pisces. You're sitting on gold here. And I feel that and that's interesting too there, Pisces, because I am getting this energy of just being mindful of, again, of just some sort of distraction type of energy. That devil energy is coming through there too, but this is the 16th card, which is tower energy. And, you know, after the devil is the tower. And I feel that, you know, just be mindful of just like Seven of Cups there, just jumping into things I feel like that may seem kind of shiny and glitzy on paper, but I just feel like they're just sort of distracting you in a sense, that are keeping you from your goals or any sort of vices or anything along those lines. Because I feel the trickiness with Pisces energy in like 12th house placements is that you do have such a fantastic imagination and are able to, I mean, just portal all over the place there, Pisces. So I feel sometimes that we can get so caught up in that sort of realm that we disengage from here. That's why your sign can be associated with like escapism, and that's not in just like a drug, alcohol type of thing. That's any sort of thing that we're not doing in moderation. So just something I feel like to just be mindful of there, Pisces. But in things that keep you from really utilizing your resources to their fullest potential there, Pisces. But again, because you got all four suits. You got four of a kind here of these two of swords, pentacles, cups, and wands. So a lot of your decisions I feel like are going to, and again, don't get nervous on this, but I do feel like just be mindful. So I'm gonna leave that there, Pisces. But you stay safe out there. All these glittery things, but connecting with source, because you are divinely guided. It's just connecting that, you know, and like embracing this rebirth that's trying to happen. And you raise your vibration through the roof, Pisces, to your ruler, to Neptune. All the way to Neptune. And yeah, Pisces, I feel like some dope things are going to happen for you in Capricorn season. And I will catch you on the next one. Later.